Hello, this video tutorial will focus on communication tools and methods that are available and will be used in our Western Civ course this semester. To begin, you have to make the distinction between notifications of information through this course alone or through all of your online classes. If you're taking multiple online classes at PCC that are using Blackboard 9.1 this semester or future semester, you need to know that you can receive notifications about impending things to do, the posting of new grades, and announcement in two different ways. One is through the course, and one is for all of your online classes. To see the information that's being forwarded to you through notifications for all online classes, you'll want to click the My Institution tab that appears at the upper right-hand side of the page, and click the Notifications dashboard, which appears in the sub-tab immediately below that. When you're at the Notifications dashboard page in your My Institution tab, you are viewing all notifications for all online classes that you are participating in this semester. So if you were to look at announcements under the What's New area, you would see announcements from all online classes. If you were to click the Assignments tab, you would see assignments that are impending and due for all online classes. For the purposes of this video, we're only concerned with your Western Civ class only. The home page of the Western Civ class acts much like the Notifications dashboard in the My Institution tab. Only here you are seeing notifications only for this class. So if we look at the modules that are available here, you'll notice that there's a What's New setting, a To-Do, My Tasks, What Needs Attention, Alerts, and a report card which will post grades when they become available in this class. Notice that there's nothing here at the moment, but as the class begins to progress, you'll see more and more notification items available here. So that's notifications. Another method of getting announcements out to students is obviously through a tool called Announcements. From the Course Tools menu at the left-hand side of the page, by clicking Announcements link, you will see all current announcements from myself, the instructor, to you, the student, in the semester. So for example, beginning the first day of class, you will see a little welcome to the class announcement message. And as the semester proceeds, I like to use the announcements area as a location to give you news about important information. Is Blackboard going to be down for some kind of scheduled maintenance on, I don't know, Tuesday night? I'll send you an announcement. If I'm going to remind you that a deadline is due at the end of this coming week, I will send you an announcement. So check the announcement tools regularly. The second place I'd like you to check for communications from me, the instructor, to you, the student, is messaging. Notice that on the left-hand side, under the Course Tools menu, once again, you'll see a link for messaging, and it's followed by the methods in parentheses that it's within this class only. Messaging, as distinct from email, is something that takes place within the framework of this class only. You cannot message outside of the class. You cannot message from the outside of Blackboard into the class. These are for communications to your classmates and myself only. To see how this works, click the inbox. And although there are no messages there now currently, if you wish to send someone a message, you would simply click Create Message. You need to choose a recipient by clicking the To box. The only possible recipients that you can send to are members of this class. So all the people you are looking at here are enrolled students in this class, with the exception of Johann Bach, who is a dummy student that I use for checking student view purposes. If I wanted to send a message to Johann Bach, I select him as a recipient, and in the intermediate area I select the right-facing arrow to move him to the list of selected recipients. So I'm going to send message to Johann Bach only. You can send a CC or copy to another person if you wish. You do need to compose your message by selecting a subject to that message. And you do have to write something, the message itself, in the text box that follows under the number 2. Notice that there's a text editor here. The text editor allows you to do any number of things. You can almost do anything that you can do in Microsoft Word. You can put the text in italics. You can make the text bold. You can underline the text. You can change the colors of the text if you wish by clicking the font color, it's called. And I'll choose red, scroll down slightly, apply the red color, and lo and behold, your message is now in red. You can also send an attachment, a separate file attachment. Some students seem to have trouble with this, so it's fairly easy. Attachment, upload an attachment. Where are you uploading an attachment from? From your own computer, of course. So if I click Browse, I am going to see all of the directories that are available on my own computer. And I'm going to choose just a random file. I select, I click Open, and you notice that it attaches it and will be attached to this particular email message. If I wanted to proceed and finish, I would simply click Submit. Similar to messaging is email. Again, from the means of communication header in the course menu, click Email, and this also, you'll notice in parentheses, says 2 accounts outside of Blackboard. This looks very similar to messaging, and please don't get confused. If I wanted to send an email to a single user, I could go down to the third from the last selection, choose Single User, Select User. Again, it's going to ask me who this is to select a person. I'm going to choose Johann Bach again and put him in the selected category. And again, like a message, it's very similar. You need a subject. You need a message. You can attach a file if you wish, just like with messaging. The only difference here is that you are sending this message to an email address outside of Blackboard and outside of this class. And what you need to know is that you will be sending, if we pick a student from the class, any real student, you will be sending that email to their PCC portal account, email account. The My PCC account is where it's going to go. This is the default email address for all users, and it will only get sent to that address and no other. But it does give you the option of sending an email outside, from within Blackboard, from within the class to the outside. The last communication method I want to show you here is discussion posts, and we're going to be doing these regularly. Discussion is a gradable component of the class, and you again can access all of these either through what's in this week's stuff folder. Each week we'll have a link to the current discussion board, or you can do it by clicking on the discussion board's link under means of communication. Just to show you a brief example, this will be our first discussion forum of the semester. It's a Let's Get Acquainted discussion. You want to click on the title. Now notice if there are already messages posted in the forum, and here is one from me, you can read those messages. If you want to reply to that message, you can do so by clicking the Reply button at the bottom of the screen. And you'll be replying to my post. Again, you can upload a file attachment if you wish. Since that's not what I want to do, I have one other choice. If I don't wish to read the messages that are present and I don't want to reply to that, I can create my own thread. So within the framework of Let's Get Acquainted discussion, I can start up my own thread. And a thread is simply a series of posts and replies. A reply can have a reply. A post can have a reply. But if you want to start a new thread on a slightly different topic within this general forum, you do so by creating a thread. And again, it looks much like messaging or like email. Create a subject, create a message. If you wish to attach a file, you may do so, and simply click Submit. And then your other classmates can then respond to your thread. Hope this gives you a little overview of some of the basic means of communication that you'll see in the class this semester. As always, if you're uncertain or need to ask a question, do so, and I encourage you to do so by messaging me in this class itself, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thanks for watching.